So one thing that interests me a lot is conception. How did we conceive of certain ideas? I mean, once we conceive of the idea, we then proceed to find ways to make it reality. But that's separate. How we make things reality is separate. The thing that gets me is the idea in the first place. How did we conceive of it? And the thing that's got my attention now is metal. How did we conceive of metal? How did we imagine we could create a knife or a spear or any kind of metal object? How did we get the idea for metal? The manufacturing metal is a separate issue, but the idea itself is what gets me. What led us to imagine we could create a knife, for example? What made us think we could manufacture a car or a shovel and whatever else uses metal? I don't understand how we made the mental logical leap to create these things. So we imagine making an axe or something, and then we get into finding the ore and then put it through a process of heating and whatever, and then eventually we create metal, and then we fashion it however we want. But leaving aside the manufacturing of it, how did we imagine an axe? How did we imagine a knife and fork or a spoon? I don't understand how we got the idea in the first place, and then we proceeded to invent the metal manufacturing process and fashion it. So the idea is everything, and I'm thinking that if we make some ideas for some other things in life, then we could proceed to make it reality. But we have to get the idea in the first place. And obviously, it's not possible to imagine what we might imagine. But if we could find new things to imagine, we could find new things to create. But the idea in the first place, I just don't understand how we could get the idea in the first place.